appreciates mushrooms anymore, Josh. Why is that? Feliz Navidad.
Buddy.
Feliz Navidad.
Buddy! President of Mushroom Academy, American growers, nobody cares. Normal people don't get excited about mushrooms or candy canes or Christmas. Buddy, you're sick. Pack your bags and get that of Fungi Anonymous. There's a 12-step program for you somewhere, I just know it. And for the record, I hate Christmas. It's the worst time of year. All the singing and sharing. It's like 2 months of Mama
Josh,
Mia.
don't say that. He'll hear you. Get up on the naughty list. Don't be an angry elf.
Buddy, sit down. Buddy, Santa's not real.
What? Yes, he is. Josh, don't tell anyone, but actually, I'm different. I'm human, but was raised by elves.
Buddy, I can believe you're a president of Barry Manilow fan club and give Dick Cheney a happy lesson on the weekends, but you really expect me to believe you're a human raised by elves at the North Pole?
I knew you would understand. I just knew you were a believer. Yes, I'm a Christmas elf, and let me tell you a story. Elves love to tell stories. My mother was an elf, specializing in extreme graphic chipset processors. Oh, she was such a wee little elf. However, on Christmas Eve, she realized that she had made a mistake with one of the chips. She just couldn't let Santa deliver all those defective chips to sad little boys and girls. I mean, what would Christmas be with defective PlayStations, Xboxes, and Wii's? The horror.
No. For Christmas without all the noise. All the clicks, clacks, wishes, and whooshes. An Avatar-free Christmas. It's a nightmare. I bet she couldn't live with herself.
Oh, jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, Batmobile, lost a swill, and Joker to ballet. Hey! Oh, sorry. I suffer from hyperactive happiness disorder, or HHD. It makes me want to sing, and sometimes I can talk non-stop. Well, anyways, back to my story. So on
Christmas Eve, she secretly boarded Santa's sleigh on a clandestine operation and replaced the defective computer chips. On stopping an orphanage in Happyville, she finds you, brings you back, and raises her like her own child? That explains
No,
it.
you cotton-headed ninny-muggins. Gosh, Josh, sometimes we have got to work on your listening skills. No. But I will tell you a secret. Rudolph the reindeer isn't real.
You're telling me Rudolph isn't real? Oh, those poor innocent children. Those poor kids.
Josh, don't you dare tell them or you'll be on the naughty list for years. And no more Christmas cookies for you. And I won't invite you to my birthday party.
I would never dream of telling the beautiful children of the world that Rudolph isn't real.
Now, will you let me get back to my story? So on Christmas Eve, that's not for Christmas Eve for all you humans out there, my mother stays up all night, constructs a robotic reindeer to replace Rudolph. I bet you didn't know Rudolph was alfalfa intolerant. I know, right? Who could actually believe a reindeer allergic to alfalfa? Let's just say when he eats alfalfa, it gets really messy and smelly. Reindeer droppings everywhere, and gas that could bring the Grinch to tears. That's when you know to don your hay at peril. It was definitely a silent night at the North Pole, and no one wanted to follow Rudolph out if you catch my drift. So, yeah, my mom did make a robot reindeer put in for Rudolph. It just seemed to be a win-win situation.
Is that why all the other reindeer would laugh and call them names? Does Santa know that his reindeer...
Josh, it is not nice to make fun of reindeers with disabilities. People already made fun of poor Rudolph. I mean, what's the Chronicle finds out? Or shit, what if Santa finds out?
What's in those candy canes, dude? You're talking crazy. Do you need professional help? I have the number for it.
Yes, that's the real reason. I'm not making this up. Now stop interrupting me. Yeah, my mother did make a robot reindeer to fix a computer glitch. Every time the nose would light, it would send a computer message correcting the defective software. The lighting nose was actually an electronic patch. You know? Even Santa has to work with Windows.
Does Santa know about his fake reindeer? The computer glitch? Rudolph and global warming? That still doesn't explain how you got to the North Pole to be raised by elves.
Santa found me in a Christmas stocking on Christmas Eve, brought me back to North Pole, and told my mother to look after me.
So you're a human raised by elves in North Pole. How did you get here?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Come on, you can tell me. Nobody will believe me anyway.
Okay, but you can't tell anyone. Sit down. Josh, Santa told me that I was making the other elves, well, nervous, and that I could share the true meaning of Christmas better if I lived here in Canton and got a real job up at first Monday. So, here I am, just trying to spread the true meaning of Christmas.
No, you're a Santa stalker.
Is a stalker someone who posts Christmas stockings? Oh, so I love stockings.
Never mind. Just get back to your job and spreading the joy of Christmas. So, buddy, what's the real meaning of Christmas?
Why, that's simple. I believe in love, mistletoe, and magic. Most important, Christmas is Santa. And I know him. I really know him. I know where he was born. I know what he likes to eat. I know what sauce he likes to wear. I even know what his favorite reindeer is. I followed him wherever he went. Even this one time.
Buddy, Santa was right.
And no, I am not a stalker. By just last year.
Well, boy, that was a stupid idea. You know, I was getting a little annoyed at that elf. That hyperactive happiness disorder really gets on my nerves. Why, when I was in prison, my prison counselor told me I had anger issues. Now I broke her face. Buddy's just a little too happy for me. I don't like happy. It makes me mad. I like to deck his halls. Call it a elf-inflicted wound?
Joyce, probation. It wouldn't look good on your record if you pounded a Christmas elf. I'm sure heaven takes elf abuse seriously. So, why did you bring me here?
Well, Elf, I thought better who to teach you the meaning of Christmas than an elf. Silly me. I thought all humans raised by elf were psychologically stable, happy, and can demonstrate the true meaning of Christmas. No, seriously, that one, he's had just a few too many candy canes, if you know what I mean. I guess Christmas is just a little bit more than about Santa and reindeer and elves. You know that Santa? I set a trap for him one time at my house. Santa didn't come to our neighborhood. No, not to our neighborhood. You know what? I know where we can find the Christmas cheer. Come on, follow me.
Joyce, no, really, I'm feeling better. I just want to go home.
Hey, you feeling a little claustrophobic? Come on, trust me. Follow me.
As the angel choir withdrew into heaven, the shepherds talked it over. Let's go over to Bethlehem as fast as we can and see for ourselves what God has revealed to us. They left running and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in the manger. Seeing was believing. They told everyone they met what the angels had said about the child. All who heard the shepherds were impressed. Mary kept all these things to herself, holding them dear, deep within herself. The shepherds returned and let loose, glorifying and praising God for everything they had heard and seen. It turned out exactly the way they had been told.
It was over. I was dead. What would it be? Suspension, military school, boot camp, detention, boarding school? Mere child's play compared to what surely awaited me. Life is like that sometimes. Sometimes when all is most right in the world, the most awful things happen to us. Mom, do you think Dad is going to kill me?
No, Ralphie, I don't think your dad's going to kill you. But Santa may put you on the naughty list. I see a little hole in your future, young man. And your dad might even make you wear last year's cute little lime green pajamas with the bluebirds on the feet. Your Aunt Sarah makes the nicest gifts, doesn't she? Anyways, there I was last night making a meatloaf for dinner when I got the call from the school. Mrs. Parker, come quick, there's an emergency. It's about Ralphie.
It wasn't me. It was Scut Barkus. Scut Barkus. His lips were curled over his green teeth. And what a name. There he stood with his yellow eyes. So help me, he had yellow eyes.
Scud. What a nice boy. Nobody names their kids Scud anymore. Why is that? I bet he grows up to be a dentist. Don't you think he looks like a dentist? Anyway, Scud was still in the hospital after you beat him to a bloody pulp, so it couldn't have been Scud. Ralphie, violence is never the answer. I still can't believe you would do such a thing.
I had to. I just had to. Flick said I wouldn't do it. And I said, oh yeah? The Flick said, I double dog dare you. Well, now it was getting serious. But I held my ground. I said no. I just couldn't do it. Then Flick pulled the mother of all dares. The sinister triple dog dare ya. He went right for the throat. Mom, I had to. Had I not, I would have had to drop out of the 4th grade and move to Canada or something. You wouldn't want a 4th grade dropout on your conscience now, would you?
But Ralphie, besides all that, you took the leg lamp to school. I'll never be able to show my face in public again. It's the ugliest lamp I have ever seen, and you took it for show and tell. Your father, on the other hand, thinks it's beautiful, a work of art, a masterpiece. He says this lamp should be in a museum. It's the Mona Lisa of lamps. So we have to put the thing in the front window for all the neighbors to see. Ralphie, that lamp gives me nightmares. Anyways, what happened after that? Mr. Johnson said something about the fire department and...
Mom, it's Christmas. And Christmas is about presents. So can I get a Red Ryder?
Ralphie, what happened?
It all happened so quickly. I wrapped the lamp in a huge bag. Then when it was my turn, I proudly went to the front of the classroom, plugged in the lamp, and took off the bag. I knew it would be a moment that would burn in my memory for the rest of my life. I took to school a masterpiece, a work of art, a a lamp from that Louvre place in France.